I never said that. But of course, I mean, I think that if there is any honor and integrity to Bushiri's calling, the number one rule of a spiritual calling is the truth.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't be scared if you...
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, the good, handsome doctor did not lie there, but that's not the topic for this morning or for this video. The topic for this video that I need us to discuss in the comment section. Many people are believing that Floyd Shivambu will face disciplinary sooner or later within MK. And radios are carrying this story this morning. Television is carrying these stories this morning. And if you thought this was just a small, tiny thing like that, no, actually it is a very big deal. Welcome to South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trendy news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news. When it is trending enough to be brought here, please do understand that I'm not a politician. I do not have deep knowledge in politics. However, I am a South African citizen who's also a voter, and I do believe that my views count when it comes to political affairs of our beautiful country. I'd like to clarify where I am standing with this Floyd and Bushiri issue. I am not saying that Floyd Shivambu should not choose the religion that he wants to follow. But my chat is that trip to Malawi to go and meet a man that is currently a fugitive running away from your country because of the crimes he allegedly committed in your country, the man who's refusing to face the law, the man who's just now looks like the enemy of the country, and you belong to a certain party that is fast growing, a party that is trying to grow, to nurture itself so that it positions itself accordingly, especially for those coming 2026 elections. And you have many South Africans. You see the keyword there. I said many South Africans. I did not say everybody, because if I said everybody, then that would mean Bushiri does not have followers in South Africa. Bushiri has followers and sympathizers with his followers and Bushiri himself. So now what I'm saying is, why would you put your party through that as the face of the party? Anyway, guys, I'm not going to bore you any longer. I'm going to leave you with what Power FM said this morning and what Metro FM said this morning, and I'll be back with my closing commentary.
Feels like she needs to come out, do an entire interview with her face on camera saying, it's not make sure, we don't like that Floyd went there, there's nothing we can do about it, but it sends a wrong signal as somebody who's quote unquote a leader of society, prominent guy. You know, the Justice Ministry was really, really scathing. MK Party also was a little scathing. I don't buy it. You know, if you're an MK member, you can tell me how you felt about it. But I don't think the MK leadership would have let Floyd get onto an entire plane and go to an entire church without knowing, guys. It sounded like a bit of double talk there, but MK also coming out and distancing themselves from that. But it's been up and down in terms of responses. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but I was thinking about it, right? And I was like, you know, people that are leaders and prominent people in society are always expected to wear the hat that they are known for, right? Which is really unfortunate. There are some things that you want to do as just Tessa Dooms, not Tessa Dooms from the Power Breakfast Show. So, and that's the argument that is coming from Floyd's side, that no, I can still exist outside of being known as the Secretary General, and this guy is not in government, guys. Like, once if we start thinking about it, he's not in government, he doesn't hold any public office outside of party office, he's just doing his own thing on the side.
Hold up. Yes, he's not.
Yeah.
But once he was a lawmaker in this country. And I don't even know why you guys are so bothered about the whole thing. Don't you have pictures doing rounds of him while he was still wearing the red overalls with the CIC, with Bushiri?
That's true.
Did you not stand in defense of Bushiri before? So the point is...
But that was before the charges, right?
I hear you.
Yeah.
That was before the charges. I'm just saying that there's a relationship here.
Yeah.
Now the charges are there. The guy is a fugitive. Floyd went there. Some are raising, is it not freedom of association? Is it not freedom of religion? But I get you from the point where you, Tess, are saying the minister, Mamuluku Kubai, comes in here to say the optics are not good. Because here you have a man who was once in parliament, who is a lawmaker by description, who is somebody who must uphold the laws of the republic, who is somebody who must make sure that we adhere to the book of law. Yes, he's not in office now, but the fact of the matter is a leader, a CEO of a political party that hopes to actually go back to running the country. But the issue is, Floyd, wherever you are, my brother, you take your luggage, check in, as Lebo says, and go and meet someone who is wanted by law enforcement here in this country for the crimes that he committed. Guilty until proven, innocent until proven. He went to fetch him, but Mbuyiseni went there, because he went there to Mbuyisa Upushiri. But I think the optics are not good. It doesn't send a good message. It doesn't send a message of confidence to an administration of justice that is already under the kush in the country, because several of them are just getting off scot-free. Yeah,
because I saw that statement from the MK that came out saying that they're distancing themselves from that visit, right? And we have to go down to the point that this guy should go and explain himself to 15% of the population. So for the Minister of Justice to be coming out and saying that this person was supposed to have held up something like he's in government, you know, like he's not accountable to all of us. And it may be public discourse, it may be something that we speak on all the time, the MK, the EFF, the ANC, but he's only accountable to the party that he's leading right now. And those are the only people that are supposed to give him all this backlash that we're giving him.
Let's say he gets into office. Let's say MK wins.
Right now, though, we're speaking about what's happening right now.
Yes.
We're speaking about what's happening right now. Eventualities are things that are going to happen in the future. Right now, he holds nothing.
He's someone who's arguing that we need to be able to govern the country. And part of governing the country is to get rid of crime. Part of governing the country is to put away people who do bad things. Here's someone who's accused of skipping the country. A fugitive from justice, from the Republic of South Africa, and you go and fraternize with them. I don't know if it sends a good message.
The conversation we're having with you this morning, criticism is mounting against Floyd Shivambu for his recent visit to self-proclaimed prophet, talking about fugitive Shepherd Bushira's church out in Malawi. I know that a leadership and governance experts, talking about Professor Mazwe Majola, believes that the Mukonto Wesizwe party, talking about MKP, is likely to take disciplinary action against its Secretary General, talking about Floyd Shivambu.
Not too long ago, Bushiri absconded bail and fled South Africa. This is in 2020. He faces serious criminal charges, including rape and financial misconduct. As a leader, you have obligations, and you can't simply go and promote a foreign national who has fled from the law, is what Kubai said.
Do you think public figures and politicians should be open about their religious views and beliefs? Or you might be like, listen, Sabiolis, that's not the conversation. Or maybe you feel that maybe, you know, making your religious views known in spaces you exist is very important. That's between you and I, or maybe even political figures. They need to disclose their religious views every now and then in space that they exist and amongst those that they know. Or you one of those people like, listen, I don't think it's very important. Hold back, it is what it is. 060-552-7303. Where do you stand around politicians and public figures disclosing their religious views and beliefs, or you feel like it's not important? Let's hear you out. We're also on the socials at Metro FM. Say good morning.
That is the happenings around this Floyd and Bushiri saga. So whatever your views are, guys, kindly share them in the comment section. As for me, Floyd Shivambu, this was a blunder. You are allowed to go to church. You are allowed to choose your religion. You are allowed to do. But as somebody, I still stand on what I said. I could see that some people are criticizing me. Guys, you are always welcome to criticize me, because that's what makes the comment section more interesting. So for me, I'm like, no, but you're not supposed to move like that. And you are not an ordinary person. You are a whole SG of MKP, one of the parties that are making news in South Africa. Do you get? And should the universe favor MKP, there's a chance that you'll be leading this country. And are you going to go in with treating the law the way? I'm not saying it is Floyd Shivambu's a decision to bring Floyd to the law in South Africa to make sure that we get Bushiri. It is how you appear to be a sympathizer or somebody that will. At this stage, Floyd looks like somebody who let Bushiri go free. Yes, I said that. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you watching my videos, and I'll be seeing you in my next upload. Have a fabulous day after Easter. Please, let's get back on the horse and see what the month has in store for us.